this morning, going from our home base to a house sit, and we thought we'd bring you along.
Yeah,
Where are we
it's
going,
exciting.
Peter?
We're excited. I'm going to St. Heliers in Auckland.
Correct, which is
A bit of a dog fix.
a pet fix. Yes. So this is a little bit of an opportunity to explain why we do local sits. And when we say local, we mean about 3 to 7 hours away from our home base, and not necessarily 15 minutes away. We've done some local, but that's not really as interesting to us. Some people ask us, why do you do local house sits? And there's multiple reasons for that.
Romantic getaways.
There you go.
Discover different areas.
The break from our home base.
Definitely have our pet fix, which we love.
Yes. And like right now, it's my birthday weekend. So it gives us
So happy birthday.
soon in 2 days. And it will give us an opportunity to do a weekend getaway in the city, which would have been quite expensive because Auckland is pricey. So it gives us the opportunity to do some city flair things, better shopping, better restaurants, a little bit of an escapade for the weekend at no lodging. So for us, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a break.
We've
So
done-
we do those, how many times a year do we do ones?
About 4 or 5, getting away for 3 or 4 days on long weekends and stuff like that. It feels like you've gone away on vacation, so
Yeah, pack up.
it's a good break from
So
work.
we'll show you later, like, how do we pack for these so that it's become a rinse and repeat for us. We know exactly from past experience what to bring, because sometimes it's not exactly like Airbnb, a little bit like Airbnb, but with some constraints and some differences. And funny enough, just before we started recording, we had a message from the lady we're house sitting for, Sherry, who reached out and gave us little instructions on where to find the key, where the harness for the dog was going to be. It's also her birthday weekend. She's flying to another city. And for the record, we've never been there. We've not met them. We did a video call. And she's done multiple house sits. We could see from the review on her profile. So she's used to this, and we're used to this. So there's a comfort if you've done a few that kind of, you're pretty not nerve-wracked.
Yeah.
And you get a good feel about the person.
Yeah, you've done quite a few house sits all throughout the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've done a few.
20
Quite a,
something.
I've done about probably 10 to 15 together.
Yeah, in New Zealand for sure.
Is basically making sure that we got a good profile,
Yeah,
which
good
means that
thing.
we get to pick really nice places, which is good. Usually when we apply for something, it's probably a 95% chance that we'll get it unless somebody got in before us. It's really good. And also we're looking at from the retirement side of things, being able to go around the world and use house sitting as a means to free accommodation, and also stay long enough in an area to actually be able to really discover it and see the exciting things around it and see
Yeah.
if we actually want to spend more time in that area.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
like
really
still
cool.
travel,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, so funny enough, in this instance, we're in the same country, but when we do, I've done out-of-country house sits. Let's say leaving from Canada and left and bought tickets to do, my first house sit was in Australia. And that's a big gamble because you could have the possibility that the person cancels on you. There's a death in the family or a sickness or something, and then you've got your airfare and you're like, booked to go. So it's a kind of a gamble, but it was a good gamble.
Yes.
So that kind of circles back to the fact that some people ask us, that not ask us, but we've had friends that say, oh, that's a great idea. We want to do that when we retire. We're going to start doing house sitting. A tip that we would recommend is start doing them locally first. First of all, you get to test if you like it.
Yeah, it could be that you're actually doing a house sit for a friend of yours first, just to get your feet wet.
And also to get the profile warmed up. So your profile on, we have multiple ones we use, Trusted House Sitter, Kiwi Sitter. We've done, I know some people use, I think, Home Sitter in the US, there's many. But it gets your profile a bit warmed up with different reviews, which is helpful when you want to be picky and where you want to go. So that's probably a good tip, is to start doing it locally. You could do it for a week and still go to work from your home base and just get to test. You remember these people in the Coromandel that had the 2 greyhounds we house sat for?
Yes.
They would do house sit within New Zealand, they would bring their dogs.
Yeah.
Because some house sits actually allow some pets.
Yeah.
And they would just kind of get warmed up to the house sitting idea, and then they went and house sat in Europe.
Yeah, and
But
I guess
they already had pets.
I guess the other thing is like with the house sitting, or pet sitting, which is mostly what you're actually doing. You're not being you're not being paid for. You're actually getting the free accommodation. If you're taking care of their house and their pets for them.
Yeah, it's an extra.
And if sometimes you might go, oh, I don't know if I can handle a dog or 2 dogs or whatever. So try and pick a house sit that's got a cat.
Correct.
We had a cat, and we had one, I think, for 4 weeks in Rotorua.
Yeah.
And it was a cat. You had to feed it once a day.
That was pretty chill.
It was
Yes.
super chill.
And we had one where it was like outdoor cats. He came in with mice all the time.
Yeah.
And we had chickens to feed and some
Yeah,
sheep.
we had a couple of rams that rammed me on the
Actually,
side as well.
They showed you why
Yeah.
they're called rams. That was
That's interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, good fun.
yes. So we enjoy house sitting. It's not for everyone, but we do because in our situation we do love to travel, so we don't want to acquire another pet, so we get our pet fix and we get to escape. Escape might not be the right word, but
No.
a little adventure, a nice little getaway for the weekend. So it feels like you're on actually a mini vacation, even though you're locally 4 or 5 hours away, but don't have to worry about the accommodation. So it's a good trade-off for us to
Yeah.
the saving we have in regards of having to walk a dog once or twice a day, and yeah.
Yeah, and we, I have a lot on my bucket list to do, a lot of countries to see. This is going to give us the means to be able to do that because, if you had to pay for accommodation everywhere you went, you're
don't
going
have
away
to-
for very long,
Yeah.
for one thing.
Some people might have
So-
the financial means if you sell
Yeah.
everything, but our idea is not to sell everything. So the part home, part roam part, to be able to do the part roam while keeping the part home,
Yeah,
is to do house sitting because of that budget aspect, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But what else about house sitting do people ask us a lot?
I guess I asked for first is how do you do it, and you have to go in and get a membership.
Yes, true. That it does have a fee. It's almost, I want to say $140 US a year, but you get one house sit and it pays for it. So that's like a no-brainer for us. I've been keeping my profile active for many years now, since 2013, and it's absolutely paid for itself multiple times. And we have 2 membership, the Kiwi one and the Trusted House Sitter one. And we can leave a link in the form below if you want to join. I get a free month and you get percentage off, so that'd be beneficial for both of us. Thank you. But I think it's funny, like we had a friend, our good friend Jill was asking, oh, so this person, you're going to be in their room, they think that we're going to be confined to using their room only, because if she Airbnbs that room, the lady we're going, is a room that she Airbnbs when she's not getting a house sitter.
Yeah.
So I said, no, we have free room in the house. Some house sits will tell you if you're restrained to a certain section of the house. We don't pick those usually. It's not happened.
Yeah, and sometimes also, depending if it's quite a long ways away, it can be that you're in another country or remote or whatever, and they don't usually offer a car, but you could always ask to use their vehicle. It might be that they have to pay. You might need to pay insurance on it or something like that. Just remember that this is someone else's property, and you need to treat it like you treat your home and your property. So if you do that, you actually end up with a very good, what's the word, status?
Yeah, the profile.
And the profile.
Good reviews.
So good reviews. And then as soon as you get good reviews, sometimes people reach out to you to ask you for, could you come and host it? And even have.
I forgot to tell you, I did get one was for August, but because we're working still,
Yeah.
and it's for 10 days in August, it's too far for us to travel from home, so I'm going to have to decline.
Yeah, we've had one, like we had one in Rotorua, and the people like to go to Europe. They have a canal boat that they have a park share in, so they go away for 6 weeks. And they've asked us twice. We've had another couple in Rotorua, the same thing. They asked us twice. Unfortunately, it's the second time they asked us, we weren't available, but that's kind of how it works. So it's really good. You might find an area that you really like, that you've done a house set, and they ask you to come back, and you go, holiday.
So, and to get back to the point that you want to warm up your profile so that if you are planning to do this, say in a year or in 6 months you're retiring. It does help to have better reviews so that you can actually apply outside of the country and people will see that you've done this before and it's not going to be your first time. I was lucky that we were able to get one. I'm not saying it's not doable, but it does enable you to be a bit pickier about, we'll probably do another video, but how to apply to house-sit, what to do, what to look for. This might be good for another recording.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, we just wanted to tell you that we're going.
And we're excited. We're excited.
Yeah.
We always are excited when we're heading off to
It feels
do
like
something. And
Sherry
also,
looked like a lovely lady. She
Yeah.
toured the house with us on video. You do want to actually look if
At
there's
the
any
house,
signs
yeah.
that you're like. But we had to initially look at all the reviews from her. And it was really good, and it's only for 4 nights.
Yeah.
4 nights.
yeah,
Thursday,
and I
Friday,
used to
Saturday.
live actually up in that area many years ago.
Are you looking forward to
So
it?
it's nice to be able to go back to an area and see the changes just in the suburb and stuff like
True.
that.
And the
Just
weather
kinda-
looks like it's on our side
Yep.
for my birthday because it was.
It'll be
pouring.
sunshine no matter what.
It was pouring last night. We're
And the
going up. We
champagne
don't
will
have
flow.
to drive in the rain. So this is nice. Yes, so we will try to show you the setup of things we bring just for information. Like when we do local house sits, we bring more than when we travel. We obviously don't have all this with us,
Yeah.
but it is nice. It makes it easy, and we have a system now, so we'll share that with you soon.
Yeah, so
But we will have to be very considerate. We usually don't take a lot of pictures of inside the house. We will not be touring
No.
the house for privacy and the confidentiality of
Absolutely.
the actual owner. But you'll get to see Cruz on our walks.
Yep.
His name is Cruz. We'll show you the kitties, and we'll see you around.
yeah, and the only other thing I guess is one thing is that when we pack our stuff to go on a house sit, you're taking your own food and stuff like that. It's better to just take things that you use every single day with you and a cooler, because then you don't have to go buy new stuff. If it's a local one, obviously if it's not a local, but that is one of the things that all of a sudden you go to a
I'll
house
show
and you go,
everybody.
oh, forget that. Now I got to go out and buy that. You know,
Yeah.
So it's already happened.
We'll give you the tips
better
that we
run
found.
down.
Yeah, that you could just decide to go like you were going on a vacation and not bring anything. We find that if the whole point is to save money, we do bring things with us. And we do tend to go at least supper once, but not for all every night.
Yep.
So we'll be doing walking with the dog and go to cafes,
Yes,
which we've
absolutely.
asked because they're allowed here to be inside some cafes. So we'll be doing some walking. We'll record the little walks with the dog.
Yep.
And that's it for now.
And if you like what you're hearing, subscribe and ring that bell. And if you have a comment, you want to actually ask us something directly about us,
That's a good
It's
point.
there.
How about
Give
you
it-
leave us a comment and tell us,
Then we
is
know.
that something that's interesting for you to know more about? And then we'll keep chatting it up.
yeah. Bye for now.
Bye.
Ciao.
Hi, so we've arrived, we've unpacked, and here's our beautiful dog Cruz. Well done. Yes, he's such a trooper, it's gorgeous. So just a little bit of a quick, nothing too extravagant to explain, but when we do travel locally to do a house sit, I have always a cooler, a chili bin, ice bin, depending on which country you're in, which will have probably supper for tonight and probably provision going back, because when we're in the city, we take that opportunity to stock up on stores that we don't have in a little rural town we have. And then this secondary cooler, I found this very practical from doing it instead of having little bags everywhere. This is going to be our pantry. So the pantry will have anything dry. We brought some wine, we have crackers and cheese, some staples that we don't want to use from the homeowner, some eggs, and anything that's the pantry. So this will be our pantry, and then it doesn't get confusing with us putting it in their pantry, and we don't have to worry about if we use their stuff or not. And the same with the fridge. She had stuff all over. I've taken her stuff and put it all on one shelf or the other shelf, and knowing that these are going to be ours, and there's no mistaking as to did I use somebody's things or not. So that's the tip. There might be occasions when you arrive and you tidy up a little bit, but that's okay. It's part of the exchange, so it's not a big deal. And otherwise, the kitty cat. Look how pretty she is. Piper, look how pretty you are. Yeah. So it's a very chill environment. The dog is pretty happy just chilling by the side here. So we've just arrived. Now time for breakfast. See you around.